I'm here with Ray Coursey, Calloway County Clerk, and we're here to talk about the upcoming elections, presidential elections. Thanks for being on our show.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, what is Calloway County doing to get ready for the presidential elections?
Calloway County is doing what every other county across the state's doing. They're getting our precincts set up. When I say that, every county and every city is divided into smaller districts, smaller polling places in which voters can go to their polling place and cast their ballot. It logistically makes it a lot better. You want to start reaching out to your polling place building owners, people who have keys to unlock buildings. You want to get all those things lined up a month or two in advance. We've gotten that kind of taken care of. Right now we're trying to get our absentee ballots lined up for people who are out of town or out of state and who will be undoubtedly through the November 6th election. That includes a lot of students. We have students who are at various universities away from here. We have military personnel. There's just any number of people who are out of the county and will be until such time as after the election. So we try to get those folks, get their applications sent to them. It's a multi-part process. You mail out an application to people, they sign it, they mail it back, then you create a ballot, mail them the ballot, they sign, they vote it, mail it back. We keep it locked away until election day. So we started the application process, or the absentee ballot process, on the 18th of September, and we've sent out a little over 80 as of right now. Some of those in the mail, some of those for our military and overseas personnel, we can do those through an email. Oh, wow. So I've sent out roughly 12 through an email process, which there's nothing easy about it. You have to put the ballot in 4 different forms that the voter has to fill out and mail back. Elections are very safeguarded. They want to make sure that that person voting that particular ballot is the person they're supposed to be.
Well, it's an awesome opportunity that you're, giving these people who, a chance to vote that can't be here.
We want everyone who can vote, who's eligible to vote, to vote.
Now, how do you expect this year to pan out as far as how many people do you all expect to vote compared to years past?
Presidential elections are an animal all to themselves, because there are some people who do not vote any other time except for a presidential election, and only in the November election time for a presidential candidate. So we expect there to be a good number of people turning out. It wouldn't surprise me if it's 60–70% turnout, and that's pretty good, because there are a lot of people registered, but they never do get out and go vote or do any of that kind of stuff until election days, or until a presidential election. So we're thinking it's going to be a pretty busy time.
Well, and obviously, Murray, a lot of the population comes from students. So whether they vote here or they go back home to vote, why do you think it's important for college students to vote?
It's very important. I mean, college students' elections are about the future. You don't elect a guy to be your past president. You elect the guy to be your future president. So I mean, it's very important that students, anybody who plans on trying to make a productive life, gets out and vote. That's part of it. We don't have a huge number of students registered here. Typically, students will register here if they intend to make Murray and Calloway County their home. A lot of students still registered back where they live with their parents and like to vote in the local and other kind of races that are going on back where they came from. So it's not a huge number of Murray State students, but there's quite a few, and there's a lot at stake,
Well, we appreciate you sitting down and talking with us today, and hopefully this year goes off without a hitch and goes the way people want it to go.
I hope it does. Elections are tricky, but you just want a fair election. You want as few mistakes as possible, and we want people to go vote.